25th of June, there was a planned coup. There was a regime change. There was a serious plan of a regime change.
Yes, it is becoming more clearer that the impeachment motion of GACHAGUA was more of political than the actual things that were alleged on the floor of Parliament. ADEN during an interview came out to reveal that the reasons why GACHAGUA was put out as deputy president is because he wanted to lead a coup against the president. In fact, it was not also good looking when the deputy president held a press conference after the presidency, because the president takes over the deputies, so it wasn't good. And I think because of politics of impeaching the deputy president, they alleged a lot of things to hang him. But it's coming out more clearer that these people never needed GACHAGUA. It's true, there were no synergies in the presidency. That's true. But also the things that were alleged regarding GACHAGUA were unconstitutional. That's why I'm siding with him. So ADEN DUALE came out that to tell the Kenyans that GACHAGUA led a coup during the finance bill protest. And in this episode, I've come to talk about the effects of ADEN DUALE's comments, what it means for our Kenyan politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So ADEN DUALE, one of the close confidant of William Ruto. In fact, in cabinet, the people who William Ruto likes a lot, is one of them is ADEN DUALE and Murkomen. If ADEN DUALE comes out to say something, it cannot be taken lightly. ADEN DUALE during an interview came out to allege that GACHAGUA wanted to make a coup. And I don't believe that. Those protests were just against the finance bill. They were not led by anyone. The only thing that maybe I can implicate GACHAGUA on is making a press conference after his boss making one. It was as if he was not subordinate. Okay? But ADEN DUALE coming out to say that GACHAGUA wanted to lead a coup, it shows the intent of wanting to impeach him. All the charges that were preferred against him, corruption, blah blah, stealing money from his late brother, were a pretext of impeaching him. Because even about in the charges, a coup was never there, but it was used for social capital to impeach him. They branded him tribal. They branded him everything. That's why I'm standing with GACHAGUA. A Minister of Defense, ADEN DUALE, cannot come out to say those statements, and they are taken lightly. In fact, in bigger democracies, he would be called to question in DCI, and also invite GACHAGUA so that he can be put in court. Because leading a coup in a country, you have a penalty of death or life in prison. So DUALE making those statements may not know the ripple effect about that. Before I proceed, let me first give you the tape as DUALE was speaking about this. Here is the tape.
25th of June, there was a planned coup. There was a regime change. There was a serious plan of a regime change.
Only a fool tests the depth of a river with both feet.
This was for Rigiji. Yes. I mean, he knew these things were coming.
Yeah. So he decided to use both his feet. He should have just tested. If he realized, he never thought. If you ask, I am sure. He's still my good buddy. I'll ask him.
Yes.
Or his friends.
Yes.
And I talked to some of his friends. They were telling me they never thought this thing reached where it is,
yeah.
This level.
Yeah.
So what you do in politics or in a country like Kenya, you test with your first left leg, not right leg. If it is the river is very deep, you'll wait for another occasion. The moment you put two, either you are victim of a crocodile.
Yeah.
This is another one.
Okay.
That is Aden Duale. So you clearly see that there are a lot of fights to fight Gachagua. One of the things I know is that there was not harmony in the presidency. It's because maybe Gachagua didn't have a lot of experience in the administration of the country, because he parachuted from one time member of parliament to the presidency. He needed to be given some time. Okay? But I'm also sure that the impeachment motion was political. That's why they are making such statements. That he led the coup. Let me first ask you a question. If the Gen Zs had been successful to overthrow the government, do you think that Rigathi would remain? Because they were overthrowing everything. Even Rigathi Gachagua was going to go. So it is foolhardy to believe that a person would want to overthrow himself. Maybe Gachagua wanted to gain some political experience, to isolate himself. One of the mistakes Gachagua did, truth be told, he isolated himself from the shortcomings of the finance bill. What the vice president should do is supposed to protect the presidency. He would have come out to own the finance bill and also protect the government. But when he made a press briefing, he isolated himself. He went on to apportion blame to other institutions. That was a mistake, because if you are government in a government position, you must come out to take the government position, whether you like it or not. That was a mistake. But to come out and say that he led a coup, it is not also good, because you tainted his name. However much Gachagua made that mistake, it is not right for the Duale, now the environmental CS, to come out and accuse Gachagua that he has led a coup. In fact, I'm starting to say that Gachagua is not a good political player. By right now, Gachagua would come out, okay, to pick the support of the Gen Zs. Because if someone tells you that you led a coup by using the Gen Zs, you also come out to take the Gen Z's support. Okay, this is what Raila Odinga normally does. If you tell him that he wants to overthrow the government, he takes up the support of the youth who wanted to overthrow you, because there are very many people who wanted to overthrow William Ruto. It's time for Gachagua to take them up. But if they accuse you and you keep quiet, that's wrong. In fact, I tell Gachagua not to go back to Mathira or to Mountain Kenya. He should start moving, because these are the same things which are being told around Kenya. He should come out to own the Gen Zs so that he can use them for politics. Because people are saying that he used the Gen Zs to overthrow government. So it's incumbent upon him to also accept and take over the Gen Zs so that they can support him. Okay? So Duale's statements are political, but they can have a dire effect on the politics of a nation. Okay? Duale even went on to say that Gachagua said that he was voted by 7.2 million votes. It is true. We are going to put that a litmus test in 2027. If Gachagua stands, do you think Ruto can get the votes in Mountain Kenya? Okay? It's the reason as to why if a person is looking for running mate, even in a governor position, he looks for someone who can bring votes. It means that the votes are gotten by two people. That's the truth. But they are declining they are trying not to show the effort of Gachagua in making of government. Of course, that's my opinion. Drop me a comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I would subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.